We can see it from space. Deserts are swallowing up farmlands at a rate of 2 million acres a year. How will we feed the 8 billion humans who walk the Earth? The answer might be found in our own backyard. Hawaii has 11 climate zones, each with its own ecosystem. A paradise of tropical forests, grasslands, and coastal tide pools resplendent with sea life. The ancients knew survival depended not on taming nature to suit their needs, but adapting those needs to align with nature. They called it Malama Ka'aina. It has determined what they grow and how and where they grow it.
Taro is so interconnected to the waterways. This is only 3.5 months. To get this amount of food in 3.5 months is amazing.
In his backyard patch, Daniel Anthony grows enough of the island staple to make poi for the whole neighborhood.
To me, the mission is sustainably grown without inputs that are foreign to Hawaii, like phosphate. When you put chemicals in your taro patch, it goes to the stream, it goes to the ocean. The impact of it is tremendous.
Anthony says the ecosystem supports this staple that his ancestors have been eating for centuries. Yet farmers are encouraged to grow crops not sustainable in this environment.
So if you're eating corn, you're eating wheat, the federal government is investing into those things. There's nothing for taro.
So it is up to him and other traditional farmers to use the past as a blueprint for the future of island agriculture.
Farming that taro is like saying a prayer, and when you harvest, that's the miracle.
On this planet, what is not being consumed by desert is covered with water, salt water.
My focus is grow terrestrial plant in seawater. Nobody did it before.
In seemingly impossible conditions, sea asparagus thrives in water pumped from the Pacific.
Each acre we can produce 25,000 pounds.
That led to a remarkable discovery and a bonus crop. Sea asparagus promotes the growth of the seaweed ogo.
When you grow the sea asparagus, you will notice the water become crystal clean. Allow lights going to the bottom. Allow the ogo grow to the top.
The ogo returns the favor by releasing oxygen, allowing the plants above to draw nutrients from the water. The system of botanic teamwork wasn't scientifically planned. It already exists in the natural ecology.
I didn't bring any ogo to my saltwater. When ogo happy, they feel it's time to come up.
Just a normal yield of the cassava plant, the potato of the tropics.
When there's no rain, cassava grow. When there's rain, it grows even better. Nothing else can grow better in a hard situation.
Cassava is already the primary food source for 800 million people in Asia, Africa, and the South Pacific. But will Western palates see cassava, taro, ogo, and other Pacific staples as the go-to foods of the future?
We can feed the community. This is where we can feed ourselves.
If there's going to be a change with our food supply, it has to start with us.
Let us have a beautiful day with sunshine and lots of aloha.
Malama Ka'aina doesn't work in a vacuum. It needs human synergy.
We put 10 families together, we cook together, we learn together, teach about medicine, about food, everything.
This is called black turmeric. This is used medicinally for coughs and other things.
It's feeding the soil and feeding people. This is the natural succession of creating food.
With our traditional foods, our kids are learning the stories, our history, our connection to Aina, and I think that is what we're cultivating here.
And you know, when I grew up, that's the way it was. One guy grow kale, one guy kalo, one do lettuce, and you just kokua each other. Malama ke kahi, taking care of each other. That's all.
The wisdom of our past reminds us that making food is what nature does best, if we can just step out of the way. All it takes is Malama Ka'aina, respecting the earth.